All right. Net neutrality. Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines net neutrality as the idea, principle, or requirement that internet service providers should or must treat all internet data the same regardless of its kind, source, or definition or destination. So I'm sure we've all heard of net neutrality at some point. It was kind of a big topic in 2016 and 2017. I still don't think everyone really understands what net neutrality is and what it did. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So net neutrality, there's a big controversy over it. And it kind of split people because there was a big argument. It's like, oh, we should have net neutrality, oh, we shouldn't. No one ever really kind of agreed on it. So 3 points I'm going to talk about today is the history of net neutrality, the repeal of net neutrality, and what the internet is like without net neutrality. So the history of net neutrality. The FCC website states that it was started in 2015 during President Obama's administration as president. It was mostly unrecognized by people. Not very many people talked about it at the time. It wasn't a big topic of discussion like immigration or anything like that now. The FCC repeal, they talked about it in the end of 2016. It brought about a lot of controversy, and it just didn't really, it was a very big topic for that time. People were worried that internet service providers or ISPs were actually going to slow down internet on certain sites like Netflix, Facebook, stuff like that. Some people are still worried about that. People think that we are going to end up having to pay more money to our internet service providers in order to get these websites to run at a reasonable speed. So net neutrality repealed. It was repealed at the end of 2017. The FCC, their motto is what they kind of brought on it, restoring internet freedom. That was kind of what they thought would restore freedom, is if they were to get rid of net neutrality. Ajit Pai, as you can see right here, believes in free and open internet, and he believes in no net neutrality. And that's kind of what sparked this whole try and get rid of net neutrality, and thus the controversy begun. It actually started in 2015. There was a 5.6% decrease in internet service provider investments in 2015 after net neutrality was put in place. And that was just in 2015. That was the first year that it was actually put into place. And that, according to the FCC website, is the only drop in internet service provider investments outside of a major recession. So the internet without net neutrality. So as I think a lot of you can understand, there's not really been a big change, or at least I haven't noticed a really big change in it. The FCC looked at it as a huge hindrance to what we can actually access on the internet and what we can do on the internet. US Telecom, their website, states that there was $76 billion invested into internet service providers in 2017 after net neutrality was repealed. So with that, the conclusion, it was started in 2015. It didn't really have a whole lot of following at the time. It was kind of a, well, here it is, this is what it is, this is what it's going to do, and nobody really talked about it a whole lot. So it was repealed in 2017 by Ajit Pai, who was the chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, or FCC. And that was whenever the controversy happened, the big should we have it or not kind of thing. And the internet without it, we had a lot of investments back into the internet service provider kind of area, and it brought about competition. So with that, that is it. Thank you.